showing you guys this little planner that I made. It's called My Tent Planner. You can use this on regular 8.5 by 11 sheets. And what it is, it's basically like a weekly planner for me. They're very flimsy. You can make as many as you want, throw them out. It can be as many pages as you want. I am going to leave the plans for this in the description below. So basically, I used a little piece of, this is a book cover film, and I'll put the link to that in the description below. And then there's a piece of purple cardstock that says My Tent Planner, and this is completely optional. I did this because I needed something to be a little bit of color, but you can definitely keep the entire thing white. You don't necessarily need this, but it's a nice little protective cover. And I printed this on my Canon printer. I'll put that down below. It is a laser printer, but it has been a dream come true when it comes to printing things, especially as a teacher. It prints double-sided. It is not color, it's black and white. And it was reasonably priced, so I really do enjoy it, and I use it a lot. It is also a wireless printer. I'll put the description down in the description box. So basically it says My Tent Planner, and I will allow this to be adjustable. You can write whatever you want here. And then the first 2 pages are basically space for notes. And this, by all means, isn't going to be your yearly planner unless you want it to be, and then you'll have to invest in something a little bit stronger to bind it. And I'll explain to you how I binded this in a little bit. So the first couple of pages is just notes. So you have a page of notes that's on the purple inside. I don't like to have any blank pages. So it's a page of notes on the purple end, and then a page of notes on the white side. And then when you turn the page, it's basically the planning part. So the way I designed this planner is that it's a weekly planner. It's not anything that you have to buy it for just a particular amount of days. I hate when I buy planners and it's like, oh, from January 2017 to this day, and it's just like, I need it for whenever I feel like using it. I want to use it when I want to use it. Don't tell me, or don't put constraints on when I can use myself. So I like to get these things. I like to use something like this that if I'm using it, then I'll use it, but if I'm not, it doesn't throw the entire calendar off. So what you'll do is you'll put the week of here, and you'll just put I usually put the first day of the week here, just the date, and then it says Monday, Tuesday, hump day, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. I put the weekend all in one because it's usually a little bit freer for me, whereas during the week when I'm working 2 jobs, I want to have everything that I need to that needs to be done or that is due here in these spaces. So I made these this space enough for me to put little notes in, and then at the bottom it says get it done. This is just basically where I'll put my to-dos for the week, and then I have an extra side over here for like notes for the week. So if I needed to call a parent, or if I needed to call into work for something or go do something, I can write extra notes on the side. And it's literally just letter paper. I just printed landscape, and it turned out really, really good. I am definitely impressed. And this is about, I want to say this is about 8 pages thick, and it is front and back. So that's 8 weeks times 2, so that's 16 weeks. That's 16 weeks of planning for my tent planner. And again, I like the fact that I don't have to use this directly week after week after week. So if I'm really needing it, I can use it for a week, and then if I'm not, I can just get rid of it. Another thing that I might add is the little ribbon, so I can keep my place on where I am. In the back of the book, so this is the last week. This is the last week. Another thing I really like is that in the back of the book, I did put extra space for notes, in case you guys wanted to add other notes. And then again, the back cover, and this is just the sheet of that paper that that plastic that I'll put in the description box as well. And it's just like nice to have. So the way that I layered this is that I laid it flat. This is before it was folded. I laid the entire thing flat, and then I used my long stapler, which I'll also link. I got that off of Amazon. I use my long stapler to staple in the middle to make it a little booklet. And again, this is completely optional. If you want, you can go ahead and put some stitches in it to make it even stronger, or you can just put tie a string wrapped around it a few times in the middle just to bind it. You do want this to be binded. You don't want your pages falling out. And if you're really invested, you can glue it, or if you have a binding machine for books, I would suggest using that. And if you're using more sheets, again, definitely bind it with stronger material. Since I'm only using a few sheets, a staple will do. And if I want to bind this even further, I can go ahead and wrap some decorative string around the bind of it, just to give it that extra protection. But yeah, other than that, it's really nifty. You can just throw it in your bag, take it out when you need it. And it's definitely not something that, again, you're going to make this 150 pages to use for the rest of the year. This is just so you can have something. And you know how we hate when we misplace something or lose it. This is something very temporary. That's why it's called My Temp. I named it My Temp Planner because it's very temporary. If I lose it, my heart isn't going to be broken. I will be doing a tutorial on how I designed this. This was all created through PowerPoint, and I will be doing a tutorial on my designing of this. But if you just want to print it out, I will leave the description. I will leave the template in the description below. Thank you, and I'll see you guys the next time. And please be on the lookout for the designing tutorial for this little planner. It's so cute. It's like a little, just throw it in your bag. You can make multiple of them at once, and it's fairly easy to make, especially because I did all the hard work. So if you like this, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and please be on the lookout for this tutorial, and I will be coming to you with other knickknacks and things that I've created so that you guys can make your life a little bit more organized and a little bit easier. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.